Hello guys, now in this tutorial we'll talk about something called as its encapsulation. Okay, so we have a topic called as encapsulation. Now question arises, what does encapsulation means, right? So think about it. Let's suppose you have a class, again we'll go for a class A, okay, and okay. Now in this class we know something that we have what object knows is variable, right? What object does is methods. So we'll focus now only on variables. So we have a variable int I, okay? So I have a class A, and in class A I have a method called as int, okay? Sorry, a variable called as int. Now let's suppose in order to use this I, what we'll do is we'll create a class, and as usual my class name will be main class. Okay, and in this main class I will be having a main method, so we'll say psvm. Now in this what we can do is we can just say like I have object of A, so obj equal to new A. Simple, right? So we have a object A now. Now what we need to do is when I create this object obj, it will create a box as named as obj. So we have a box called as obj. In this box, I have a variable called as I. And what's the value of I? By default, all the class variables will have a value called as 0, right? But what if I want to set the value as 5? Okay. So in this case, I will say obj dot I is equal to 5, okay, and now the value of this I becomes 5. Simple, right? So the value of I becomes 5. The problem is what object knows and what object does. These are defined by what object knows is variable, what object does is methods, right? So whenever you create any object, your variable should be linked with your object or with your methods, right? So in order to change the data of your variables, you should use methods. Here, we are not using any methods. We are changing the value of I without using any method. So there comes something called encapsulation. It says, whenever you have an object, in order to change the variable values, you should use methods. Right? To set the value, you should use method. To get the value, you should use methods. Right? And the first step to do this is to define your variable as private. So if your variable is private, so you have private int I. So if your variable is private, this will not work. So this will give you an error. It's because private variables are only accessible in the class. It is not accessible outside the class because we have two different classes, right? We have class A and we have main class. So from this class, you cannot access this I, right? So this will give you an error. So this is error. So how to solve it, right? So what we can do is to implement this concept, we can use something called as getters and setters. So what it means? We'll write a method public void something called as set. So we have to use a keyword of set and the variable, which is the variable, and we have to say I. Since again, we have the camel casing rule. Whenever you combine two different words, we have to set second word's first letter should be capital. So since it is only one character, it's I. And method, and in this we will pass a variable j. And what we'll do is we'll say I equal to j. So what I've done is I have created a method called as set I. I'm getting a value int j. Now, how to call this? We'll remove this line now. In order to set the value of I, what we'll do is we'll say obj dot set I, and in brackets we will say 5. Since it's a public method, you can call this public method, and in the same class you can use I, right? So value 5 is coming from this to this point in j. From j it's going to I. So we have done it, right? So my variable is private. I'm making sure my data is hidden, right? It's also called data hiding. So I'm specifying my variables as private, and I will use those variables with the help of methods. what if you want to print the value, if you want to get the value. So for that we have to use one more method. It's public void get I. Okay, and now when you say get, you have to return, right? You have to return. And when you say return, you have to change your return type from void to int, because the type of data is int. And we'll say return I. And to call this, we will say system.out.println, that SOP system.out.println, and in brackets we'll say get I. Simple, right? So this is how you can implement something called as encapsulation. So encapsulation, your variable should be private. Next, with those variables, you should have something called as getters and setters. How many getter setters? Number of variables. So if your number of variables are 4, you require 4 getters and 4 setters, right? It depends, right? Sometimes you don't have to set the value. So in this case, you can miss your setters. Okay. Like example, if I have 3 variables, so theoretically it should be 3 getters and 3 setters, right? But let's suppose k value is addition of I and j. In that case, you don't have to set the value of k, because you'll be getting value of k from I and j, right? So this is how you can implement something called as encapsulation. Okay. So further demonstration we'll do in subsequent tutorials. Thank you so much.